Yeah. I don't ever remember feeling like this. But I'm out here in these YouTube streets. So I want you to get your fingers. I don't know what you're doing. I want you to get your mouse. I want you to check me out. And I want you to check me out.
Get ready to do this. It's the relationship rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Then subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the relationship.
Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brian Revin, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'm gonna talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me, and we can build some things, you know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link, go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby. Like, share, subscribe. That's right. Click the link. Click the link. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here that's already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't the first one, and y'all ain't the last one. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that click the link, that click the share, and then subscribe to your boy. Cause we gon' grow this thing together, baby. Relationship rehabbing, United Guns of America. To the world, blow up, baby. Yeah. Click the link, baby. Click the link, baby. Yeah. Hey, I just want to send a shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. That's why I do this. It's for the love of us, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, we gon' do this thing. We gon' do this thing right here, baby. Hey, look, if you at a computer right now, just go ahead and click your link. What else you got to lose, baby? Tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. You can jump on the live panel. We do it all here. That's what it's all about. So come holler at your boy. I've been doing this for years, but I just got onto this YouTube thing. So hey, let's see what it do and where it can go.
To United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you, telling you.
Am I good now? There we go. Okay. I don't know why I keep doing that. Can y'all hear me now? There we go. I said, I don't know how I've gotten here this early. I said, I don't know if the stars or the moon have aligned, but we are here. So I don't know. I'm just doing what it is that's here to be done. I guess so. Yes, indeed. So with that being said, I got like 2 more spots I need to share the show out. Please click that like button. Please click the subscribe button if this is your first time watching, and share this with somebody. Hey, everybody that's in here right now, put this on your Facebook page and share it out. Put it on your Instagram or something. Do something and share it out to somebody. That's all I'm asking. As a matter of fact, I need to share this out on my dang on Instagram, because I did not do that. Yeah, I think I got another 7 days before I get out of Facebook jail. So I can't even do nothing, can't go live on my Facebook or nothing. They put me in jail for some shit I didn't even do. They went ahead and put me in jail because somebody else hacked my page and then posted. It was like one image that they posted. They just put me right in jail. Like, hey, nigga, you in jail. I was like, damn, I don't even get a warning. I don't even be on Facebook like that. But, yep, they sure enough did. That's how they did your boy. But other than that, I was thinking if I was going to do this or not. And I think I am. So I want to show y'all something really quick before we get into the show. But I don't know if it's going to work. Let's see. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me do that and see if it's going to come up here. Because if it does, then we will be all to the good, baby. All to the good, baby. Oh, wait. Hold on. Is that it? No, that ain't it. Dang it. Dang it. That ain't it. That ain't it. And that ain't. That's it. That's it right there. Yes. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and show this real quick. Because I think that this is going to be worth it. Yes. Yes, I'm going to do it. Yep. Yeah, that'll work. And then we're going to go ahead and get into the show. Yeah. Is that? No, that ain't it. Dang it. It's in the other, no, that should be, nope, that's it. Guilty mother. Yeah. He's guilty. That's what I want to show. So this video right here, when I saw it, it's short. I almost did a show about this.
Court, Your Honor. If you would.
But I changed my mind. I said, nah, it ain't really worth it. But I wanted to just point out something to y'all. And I know some people might be upset at this. Some people may get what I'm saying. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say it. Because it needs. Why? Because I gotta. Oh, wait. That other little monitor thing is in the way. Yes, it is. Let me move this real quick. There we go. Actually, I should just do that. I should fix it too. There we go. All right. Yeah, my green screen, my other monitor was showing. There we go. All right. So this guy here is a is a flat out murderer. Yes, that is Chicago. Good day. And this guy right here is a straight up murderer, right? And I didn't even look at the case because I saw this video first. And then once I saw the case, I was like, oh my God. This dude right here that you looking at, he stabbed this woman 120 times. Blood in the car, blood on his clothes, had his ex-girlfriend that he was living with and they was just still friends. She testified and told what had happened. I mean, just a tremendous amount of evidence to convict this dude. This ain't one of them, well, it wasn't really, it was kind of unsure. No, it was just flat out like, hey, man, he did this shit. This dude killed this woman. Killed, not killed. He killed her. He KILT'd her. So he killed her. And this is the sentencing. Now, they are allowing his mother to say some words about his character. This is the character time. My son was a good son and all that. But I'm playing this because I just wanted to show the delusion, the amount of delusion that we have when it comes to those that we love. Even when it's just an insurmountable amount of evidence, just a heaping hill of evidence showing that he did this. I want y'all to hear what this mama says. And I like the fact that this judge was like, I ain't gonna have you lie in my courtroom and get on this bullshit, but just listen.
If it please court, Your Honor, if you would hear from Nathaniel Rowland's mother first.
Okay.
Now this is mama.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Been there the whole time.
Accused our son of a crime that he didn't commit.
And she starts out saying that this is a crime he didn't commit. I'm telling y'all, if y'all have even just 10 minutes of your time,
You could go back and look at this and just see what he did and what happened and the amount of evidence that's against him, and it would be just insane.
The state have accused our son of a crime that he didn't commit. You
Ma'am,
know,
I'm not going to hear
all right,
any claim of innocence.
Okay.
He's been convicted by the jury.
Okay. He's a very caring young man. This is a young man who went through high school, college, played ball, active in his church, never had anything against him. Now I know as a mother, and a mother knows her child, I know my son didn't do this. I know.
How do you know that?
Sir,
And I love the way that the judge says, okay, I'll bite. The judge is like, because it's like you got this person in your courtroom, and I'm telling you, I know I missed my calling. I know what I should have been. Even though it's late in life now, I know that I should have been a judge or I should have been a psychologist. I should have been one of those two. I just know that now at this point in my life, because I would have did the same shit. I should have been a judge or I should have been a psychologist, one or the other, one of the two. That was my calling, and I didn't get that revelation until late on in life. And I was already in IT, so yeah.
How do you know that?
by the way
How
I
do you
raised
know?
him.
Pardon?
By the way I raised him.
By the way I raised him.
By the way I raised him.
And when you're a mother, and you're a truly good mother,
Truly good mother.
and you raise your child in the right way, you would know when that child had done something or did something right or wrong. I can't. I can't.
This is what I'm talking about, because even when her son is about to get sentenced, she has found a way to make her statement not only about her, but also to prove that she is a good mother, because she know her son didn't do this because of how she raised him, and she know her child. We as black folks love to do this. We love to lie, no matter what. I mean, evidence, fine. You could have, Jesus could be sitting there saying, my son, what you have done is terrible. Mother, would you like to say a few words before I send this man to hell? Yes, Jesus. My son didn't do this because I know my child. And Jesus would be like, well, aside from my power and wisdom and just glory that I have, why do you say that? Because of how I raised him, Jesus. Jesus, I raised my son to not do. I would have known if he would have did this, Jesus, because something in my spirit would have been like, bitch, your son is acting up. And I would have been like, huh? It's like, man, this shit is crazy. Why do we have to just, and look, if my kid did some shit like this, even if it was like, hey man, my son got caught up, he did some real bad fuck shit, the last thing I would do or come into this courtroom and say, my son didn't do this, Your Honor. Unless there was just like, there would have to be evidence showing that it was beyond a reason, that wasn't beyond a reasonable doubt, that would say, hey, look, there was two guys, this woman was fucking, they was both arguing and fighting over, and I think that other nigga did it. It was Ladarius, not my son. That's what I would be saying. But if I know, like, man, you say, what? He had the blood in his car, blood in his clothes, and his ex-girlfriend that he was staying with said he was cleaning the blood out the car, and they found all this shit. They linked the shit. Was it her blood? God damn it, son. The fuck was you thinking, boy? You should have called your daddy. We'd have put this bitch in a barrel. I would have said something else besides, my son did not do this. I know what the evidence say. I know what the videos say, but my son didn't do this. Let's go.
And I know he didn't do this.
We're
But,
not going to hear any
yes, sir.
claim of what he
Okay.
did or didn't do.
Yes,
He is guilty of murder. He's guilty of kidnapping. He's guilty of possession of a weapon during the commission of a violent crime. And if you had any testimony that you wanted to give for the jury to consider, the trial was the time to do that. I'm not listening to any claim of what he did not do.
That judge, like, essentially what that judge said, look here, old lady, I ain't for this bullshit. We ain't about to go back down memory lane about what you and your son know. Look, he's been convicted of kidnapping and murder. There's been evidence, weapon found, bodies located, blood traced back. Ma'am, your son did some real fuck shit, and I'm about to throw the book at his ass. I'm about to set his ass down. That's essentially what he's saying. I'm just giving you the respect as a mother to just say a few words. That's it. But I'm about to lay some heavy days on your boy. I'm about to do it, but come on.
You are not a witness.
He's a loving child. He's a good person.
He's a
Very
loving child.
respectful.
He's a loving child, and he loves so much that he'll stab you 120 times if y'all ever get into it. That's how much he loves you. He got that 120 stab love. That's what he got. I swear it. That's what he got.
Big up. And I thank the court.
Thank you.
And look at that nigga. That nigga like, damn, mama. I just had to show that. I was going to do a show about it, but I'm just like, man, this is ridiculous. I tried to just hold my mule, but I could not. This is ridiculous that you would stand up in a court of law like this and just come with the repeated doubling down of the lies. Don't do it. Just say, hey, judge, my son did something terrible. And the fact that he did, I would just hope that you can find it somewhere in your heart to just not give him all of the time. Don't give him some time. I know he got to sit down, but please don't give him everything you got. Please don't. But she was like, I know he didn't do this. Why you know? Because I know. Because I could feel it. Man, if we don't get out of here with that bullshit. But that was pretty much what I wanted to just show y'all. Just like, man, look, we have got to just stop lying so much. Sometimes it's better to acknowledge and admit what's happened so that you can show some type of remorse so that you probably won't. Because in life, we do make dumb decisions sometimes. We make the wrong move at times. We do the wrong thing at times for whatever reason. Being in love, being afraid to let somebody go, I don't know, but shit happens. But don't just lie when you got that much evidence against you. It makes no sense whatsoever. It makes no sense whatsoever. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the show.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe on copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Her voice is so lovely. Don't you agree? She has such a lovely voice. Such a lovely voice. My baby. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and let's get into the main event. Are you ready? Let's get ready to break down. All right, so Texas. Oh, Texas. It has been one of those days where I saw this, and I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I was just shocked at what has transpired and how we are now trying to blame the police for literally everything, right or wrong. The police gotta do better. The police gotta be better. The police need more training. The police need to be defunded. The police gotta do the right thing. The police shouldn't have did what they did was the wrong thing. I mean, the police can't do jack shit right today. If you let the people say what it is and you let the media have their way, they just can't do no motherfucking wrong. They can't do nothing right. And these people, no matter what they do, what they say, or how they behave, or how they just want to do what the fuck they want to do, that's the right thing to do. And police got to adjust themselves to that. That's pretty much what people are saying. And this is one of those instances where I just said, this actually bumped 2 other shows that I was going to do, that I got on the books to do, or in the queue to do. I said, nope, this got to go to the top. So let's go ahead. For those of you who have not seen this, there's a young lady. Matter of fact, I'm going to even go ahead and do it the right way. I'm going to go ahead and read the motherfucking story so you can understand what's happening. So, video taken by a family member shows a Kaufman County, Texas sheriff deputy on top of an 18-year-old woman. Now, what you've seen in the media is that people say she's a teen. Technically she is, but bitch, you 18, you grown. But they tried to make it seem like she was a young girl. She's 18 years old. She's a grown-ass woman. Get it? So, let's keep going. And then 18-year-old woman, and then arresting her mother during a police encounter on Tuesday afternoon in Forney, Texas. In the video, the woman being held down is yelling, "I can't breathe." How the fuck do you do that? How do you yell, "I can't breathe"? And when you see how this officer is on top of this lady, you gonna clearly see, motherfucker, your ass can breathe. But because of the narrative that's being portrayed today, and that all you gotta do is be in the right place at the right time with the police and say those key phrases. I can't breathe. He's racist or she's racist, and I'm not resisting. And instantly, what that person is saying is true. Regardless of what the video show, regardless of how the video is played, he shouldn't have did that. So here we go. Yelling, "I can't breathe." The Kaufman County Sheriff's Office said in a news release that Deputy Connor Martin was using an approved control technique to detain her after responding to a 911 call that a young woman was suicidal and walking into traffic in an attempt to get hit by a car. In a recording of a 911 call released by Kaufman County, a caller tells a dispatcher that a young woman is walking in the middle of the street, and when the caller had to swerve to miss her, the woman said she wanted to be run over and wanted someone to end her life. Fact number 1 and 2. All right. 3 people already had to swerve out of the way, including me, the caller said in the recording. Martin's body-worn camera shows him arriving at the scene and asking the young woman what is wrong and why she is crying. The woman, who her family would later identify as Nekia Trigg, 18, was crying but said she was okay and was just going home. She denied walking in front of cars. In the body camera footage, Martin explained he can't let her leave on her own. "I don't want you to hurt me," Trigg said. That's that bullshit. Martin, holding Trigg's arm, responded, "I'm not going to hurt you, but if you keep pulling away, I have to put you in handcuffs." Trigg can be heard saying, "You're hurting me," before the camera fell to the ground. According to the sheriff's office, the camera kept recording, but it fell underneath Trigg and Martin as they went to the ground. Trigg's sister, Jad's Levels. Hold on. I know this ain't what? Trigg's sister, Jad's Levels, 19, and her friend, Germani Sims. God damn it, you niggas, why do we keep doing this? Can we stop making up names? Please? Please, let's just stop making up names. Y'all just like putting shit. Y'all remember that shit that used to be on channel 11, where it'd be the two mouths like this, and they'd be doing the compound words. They'd be putting the two syllables together to make words. It's like that's what we doing for fucking names now. And it's like whatever comes to mind. Whatever comes to mind is what happens. Salmon. Maniac. Salmaniac. That's your name. That's all they doing is. Tamaria. Tamarius. That's all they doing. They are literally just making up Germany. And it's spelt Jermany. And then got a simple ass last name like Sims. I'd rather just call a nigga Sims. That's what I'm gonna start doing. We gotta start calling black folks by their last name because their first names are just fucking idiotic. I don't care about that. It's unique shit. I don't give a goddamn about, like this person, Jad's name is Jads Levels. I just call the nigga Levels. Hey, Levels, what's happening? Hey, man, let me holler at you. Trigg, that's an easy name. Hey, Triggs, what's up, girl? Hey, come here, let me talk to you. Hey, y'all seen Triggs? I know who that is. I'd rather do that than to call these motherfuckers by these first names. Shit is ridiculous. Jads, Jads. What the fuck does that even mean? Germany. But it's spelled Jermany, right? Electric company. That's what it was. God damn. All right. Jesus Christ. And Germany, I guess that's what it's supposed to be. Germany Sims 20 witnessed part of the incident. They told CNN that they became aware of the police encounter after the phone call from Trigg on Tuesday evening. I like the way that even motherfucking the reporter is calling by their last name. She's screaming and crying. Level. See, they doing what I just said. Even the reporters are doing it. They understand. She's screaming and crying, Levels told CNN by phone, saying that she remembers Trigg saying, police got me, please come help me. Levels said her mother, oh wow. Now in the video, they said that this girl's mother, her name was Nekia Trigg. That ain't her real name, that's her nickname. Her real name is Antonique Ray. Antonique. Antanique. Antonique. Antique. Antonique. That's where we at. That's where we at. Antique. Antonique. There it is, man. They then arrived at their house from work. Shout out to my man Ella Dre, hit me with $4. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. And then they found Trigg's location, just a neighborhood over, and jumped back in the car. Levels said she said they were able to determine the location because Trigg had shared it with a friend. Okay. When they arrived, Levels and Sims, that's funny how they using their last name. Levels and Sims said they heard Trigg yelling and saw Kaufman County Sheriff deputy sitting on top of her, holding her hands above her head. That's when Sims began filming the incident. The video shows that the family tried to calm Trigg, telling her to just breathe and holding her hands. They also pled with the deputy to get off of Trigg. There we go. Niggas think they run a fucking investigation anytime the police, once they show up, they think they in charge. A brief time later, another Kaufman County Sheriff's deputy is seen, and Trigg is rolled over onto her stomach and put into handcuffs. As deputies walk Trigg away, her mother is seen approaching them. That's a fucking no-no. She is heard in the video asking the officers if they could loosen Trigg's cuffs. No. Martin can be heard telling her to get back, at which point a scuffle ensues and Ray is taken into custody. Damn right. The sheriff's office says Ray struck Martin, but this is unclear in the family video or from his body-worn camera. Unbelievable, man. All right. Ray was arrested for interfering with public duties and assault of a public servant, according to the sheriff's office. Sounds good to me. CNN has reached out to the Kaufman County Criminal District Attorney's Office to inquire which charges they are pursuing, if any. The Kaufman County Sheriff's Office said Trigg was taken to a mental facility for evaluation. The family tells CNN that Trigg was taken to the Terrell State Hospital. Okay, Ray has bonded out of custody, but has yet to make an initial appearance, and Trigg has been released from the mental health facility, according to the family's lawyer, Kim T. Cole. Cole says Trigg underwent an evaluation at the facility and that she was promptly released because they found no reason to keep her. When asked about the 911 call recording, Cole said if that was Trigg's state of mind, the officer only made it worse. Wow. Physical injuries from the auto accident would eventually heal. However, the psychological damage the deputy caused will be with Nekia for the rest of her life, and it's showing the fuck should. She should understand that, hey, when the police are talking to you and they're telling you you're being detained, you need to comply. Cole says Trigg was not suicidal. How do you know? You weren't there. You were not there, lawyer. Your ass was in the office somewhere doing your lawyering thing. She was simply trying to get home. Bullshit. She didn't care about traffic. Yeah, you're right. That's why she walked in the middle of it. She wanted to go home, Cole said. Martin has been placed on administrative leave pending an internal investigation in accordance with the Kaufman County Sheriff's Office policy, the news release said. CNN has been unable to reach Martin for comment and the sheriff's office, and there is no statement from him available. Get it, 1000%. So let's go ahead and watch the video, and then we're going to see what's really good.
Welcome back to CBS This Morning. There are new questions about how police handle mental health calls following disturbing video of a sheriff's deputy restraining an 18-year-old. The deputy was responding to a 911 call that the teenager, Nekia Trigg, was jumping in front of cars and threatening suicide. But she was not doing either when he approached her. Our national correspondent, Jerika Duncan, spoke with the teenager's mother. Hi, Jerika.
Oh, so I guess if I'm in the mall and I'm stabbing people, when the police show up, if I ain't stabbing people no more, then I guess they need to treat me in a different way. So you call and say, hey, there's a man with a black shirt on that got the Warriors movie on the front of it, wearing a Trump hat. He stabbed 3 people already, and he's steady going after other people to stab them. Police get there, and all they see is me walking to my car in the parking lot. And then they should just say, hey, good evening, sir. How are you? You fit the description of a person who's been called in to 911, and we're here to talk to you. You got a few secs, or you just going to walk home? No, I'm fine, officer. I'm going to walk home. Leave me alone. I don't want you to hurt me. And they just supposed to walk the fuck away, huh? Now, here's my thing. Had this officer let her walk home and something happened to her, she wound up getting hit. She winded up getting hurt anyway. She actually died doing what she loved and dove into a car. Now, they would be saying, why would the police leave my baby? They supposed to protect and serve. Why they leave her? Why would he let her go if they saying that she was out here obviously not in her right mind? That's exactly what they would say. So it's like we damned if we do and damned if we don't. Which is why you have the law. And the point is, if your ass don't want the police to fuck with you, don't do shit for the police to fuck with you. And if you do some shit and the police gonna come and ask your ass some questions, answer the questions and move the fuck on. If she would have just said, no, officer, I was not jumping in front of cars. I crossed the street, but I didn't jump in front of no cars. The officer has no other evidence aside from what these people have reported. He has no other evidence. If she's calm and collected, not calm and collective like you niggas love to say. If she's cool, calm, and collected, then he would be like, okay, well, this person's not showing any signs of doing anything, being irate, being upset, being agitated, or anything. Seems like normal behavior. I'm going to let this person go. Period. He would let the motherfucker go. You would be there is nothing I can take you in for or write you up for, because I ain't seen you do shit. That's why I'm talking to you. But no, and if y'all want a motherfucker to have a psychologist or a psychiatrist to come to these kind of calls, how you gonna do that when you defunding the police? Because you tell me what psychiatrist or what psychologist is gonna sit and want to go on a fucking live call like this without the police. So all of that, we could easily take the funds that are in the police department and divert that to other type of social services. Yeah, you find me the psychiatrist and the psychologist that's going to sit in their fucking car or sit in a city or state funded car waiting on that call and going to be over there on the double to go and talk this person down. Show me that person. Show me those people with the credentials to do it that's willing to ride their ass around the neighborhood all day waiting on them kind of calls. What's your job? Or I go and talk crazy people down when they do crazy shit? Yeah, okay. I'll wait.
Good morning.
Good morning. The teenager's mother, as you all can imagine, is highly upset by this. The Kaufman County Sheriff's Department is conducting an internal investigation. The deputy is currently on administrative leave, but the family says he deserves to be fired after what they say was an assault on.
Oh my God. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, NC Fayetteville, I know you got a hard on for Kyle Rittenhouse. I don't know if there's a love affair or if he stole your girl or something. But if you want to wait until the end of the show to call in and have a conversation about it, that's fine. Other than that, just stop.
Nekia Trigg and are questioning why he responded in the first place. We want to warn you, some of the video you're about to see is disturbing.
What's wrong?
Newly released body cam footage shows a sheriff's deputy, only identified as Martin, following a barefoot 18-year-old Nekia Trigg as she was walking home last Tuesday.
What's your address?
The sheriff's office had received calls about a young lady in the...
What's so threatening about that? What's so disturbing about that? And for those people that'll say, well, man, you got to take into account how the police do black folks nowadays, then I'm going to instantly tell any of those people that will respond with that, you're a dumbass. Because whatever, you could take every incident that you have seen on the news in the past year where you felt that the police mistreated somebody, and if you compare that to the millions of calls that police officers do go on where a bad guy does some fuck shit, kills a cop, hurts somebody else, and still winds up going to jail or whatever the case may be, if you're going to compare those handful of questionable interactions with the millions of interactions that are fucking 100% correct, then you're a dumbass. That's just like me saying Walmarts all across the world ain't shit. I hate them all because they don't never have the groceries that I want. Well, how many times do you go to Walmart? Well, about maybe twice a month. Okay, well, do you go to different Walmarts? Well, I go to the one around my house. Okay, so do you think every Walmart is the same? Do you think every McDonald's is the same? Do you think that every person that works in this Walmart is going to work in that Walmart? Every person that works in this particular Target is going to work in that particular Target. It's an idiotic mentality to even think of that. The amount of calls that police officers go on when they saving motherfuckers' lives, protecting motherfuckers' lives, enforcing the law, and all that good shit that you don't never see on the TV. If you're gonna disregard that and say, "Oh, these 8 videos I done seen on CNN over the past year, yeah, that's some bullshit, man. They ain't have to do that." If you're gonna compare those 8 or those 10 or those 20 to millions, you're a dumbass. You're not an educated person. You are not a person whose opinion should even be heard, because you don't know how to don't know the process of deduction. You don't know how to take information and deduce it and make a informed decision on it. That's all. That's all I got to tell you. So anybody that says that, well, you watching it now, watching it on the replay, if that's your mentality, I get it, but I understand that you're a dumbass, and we're not going to even entertain that.
Neighborhood attempting suicide by jumping into oncoming traffic.
There's a young lady, an African-American lady, that is walking in the middle of the street. I'm keeping an eye on her because I don't want anything to happen to her. 3 people have already had to swerve out of the way.
Now, we know that's a white person that's calling, right? And the white person is calling in, explaining exactly what she's saying happened. So she ain't lying. She ain't making no shit up because she racist too. She's literally made an observation that actually affected her, made a call to the police like she should. What the fuck else do you want people to do? And if this girl is that emotionally distraught, if she's, I mean, not emotionally distraught, but if she's that mentally disabled, if she's not all together there, if she ain't got it all, why the fuck is she by herself in the first place? Y'all kill me with y'all retarded cousins, y'all retarded uncles, y'all retarded aunties that y'all know fucked up in the head. Y'all know it's slow than a motherfucker. And the only thing that they missing is they helmet that they wear when they ride in the short bus to and from school with the security guard that they think is their uncle that sit on the back of the bus. Y'all motherfuckers kill me with the fact that y'all know y'all got them in y'all family, but y'all cool with them being out in the street. Y'all cool with them being around other relatives. Y'all cool with them getting fucked on by y'all friends and other relatives. But y'all act like when the police interact, oh, they got to do that different. Tell me I ain't lying. Tell me I'm lying. Please, somebody stop me and say, no, you lying, Brian. You lying, nigga. Y'all know y'all got these fucked up, slow ass motherfucking relatives, and y'all let them have sex. Y'all let them have babies. Y'all let them walk the streets, go to the store, knowing that they ain't got it all. We see that shit all the time. We see that shit all the time, and then we expect the police to know what the fuck to do with them when y'all motherfuckers don't even know what to do with them. Got them retarded ass motherfucking cousins and shit that y'all know be on that bullshit, and y'all gonna let them watch the little kids. Yep. Y'all know it. Got them motherfucking retarded, them slow ass motherfucking girls and boys that y'all go let watch the kids so y'all can play cards and drink motherfucking Hennessy in the fucking kitchen. Go on down there, take them down there, and you watch them. Go on and watch him, Leroy. Just don't let that happen to him. And Leroy come, okay, I know I'm gonna watch them. Y'all know, don't do that. Y'all know. That's what the fuck Leroy doing. Right, Big Mo. Everybody ain't no more wasn't no motherfucking mod. I thought you was a mod. Right, Big Mo. Motherfuckers got them can't get rights in their family and won't say shit. Y'all know y'all know that's the truth. Motherfuckers got 2 and 3 can't get rights. And y'all just let him be around the kids, hoping he don't pull that big baby arm dick out. He ain't gonna do nothing to him. He don't do that stuff. Right. Then y'all catch Leroy downstairs, or y'all catch Leroy outside pissing on the side of the house with a motherfucking horse dick. Like, yeah, Leroy, what you doing peeing? Boy, why your pants down at your ankle when you peeing outside? Y'all know that's the truth. Leroy, why when you pee standing up, you got your pants down at your ankles? Boy, just pull the dick out through the hole in the pants. Did that pee? Alright, man, I ain't got time for this shit. Y'all know that's what y'all get. And y'all be the first one to send that motherfucker to the stove. Yeah, send Leroy down there to give me a pack of Pall Mall and give me some Jack Daniels and a Pepsi. That was my uncle shit. My uncle, shout out to my uncle Ed, rest in peace. He used to send me to the store all the time to get a big bag of hot stuffed potato chips, a pack of Pall Mall, and a Pepsi. And he bring that back. And if it was in the afternoon, he poured Pepsi on ice. But if it got to the nighttime and he was kicking it, he'd have some Jack Daniels too with it. But I'm just telling you, we do this all the time. Like the girl, the video I did a couple of years ago about the girl who was just, everybody knew she was slow, and they got her walking the streets. Some other girl started bullying the little girl. Got the shit recorded on live. Fucking with her. They do it all the time. That's all I'm saying. When you're talking about what we put our own people into, how we treat them ourselves, there's no way I would let my mentally ill cousin, son, daughter, nephew, or niece go off in the neighborhood by themselves. I wouldn't let my sane kids go off in the neighborhood by themselves like that. So if this girl, Nekia Trigg, ain't got it all, why she by herself? Edmund Carter said, I used to be one. Hey, I mean, if you was or can't get right, you still is, nigga. Don't listen, don't people that lied to you, told you ain't no bone. Nah, nigga, you still is.
Me including.
The situation escalates when Martin tries to stop the visibly upset teen from walking away.
So we got a call that you were jumping out in front of cars, so I can't let you go walking off on me now.
And it's like she's crying. I get it. She could have been upset from something that happened before or happened now, whatever. But you 18 years old and you don't know how to conduct yourself and get control of your emotions for 5 seconds to talk to the police. That goes to show you how she's raised and what type of family she's from. That's just like them two grown-ass girls that was in that fucking Applebee's, and somebody had lied and said that they didn't pay, or I mean, not that they didn't pay. They came in, these two girls came into Applebee's. They sat down. I don't know if y'all remember me doing this story. They sat down and they said that the people called, the employees, one of the employees called and said that they did a dine and dash a few weeks ago or whatever, and now they back in the store, they back in the restaurant. So they called the police. The police get there. These girls didn't do that shit. But you know what the girl was doing? She was instantly crying and yelling hysterically to where no one could even understand her. She had her own mama on the phone. And her mama is like, would you stop it? I can't even understand what you're saying. I can't hear you, girl. What is going on? I don't. That's all she was doing, literally just yelling. The police is here. Really? Ain't nobody laid a finger on you. They're literally standing there like, ma'am, we're just trying to talk to you to find out what's going on. We got called here. So we're conducting an investigation. See, I shit you not, that's what she was doing. Now a finger was laid on this girl. They could have gotten up and just said, you know what? Fuck this, we leaving, we out of here. I ain't answering none of y'all questions. I ain't committed no crime. Fuck what this bitch is saying. I'm gone. You have no evidence of me committing a crime. You can't stop me for shit. Let's go. Well, we gonna detain you. No, you need to get your sergeant here. Cause now I wanna know why I'm being detained and I have not committed any crime. And I ain't even got no suspicion of a crime cause this bitch don't know me. Now you keep me here, bitch, I'ma have your job and I'm gonna be owning this motherfucking Applebee's in about 6 months. You keep playing with me. But we don't know how to carry ourselves like that. We just instantly lose our shit and think because we yell and scream that that's the right thing to do and everybody else needs to stop and be sensitive towards that. That is not how the world works.
So where do you live? Okay, so you can't go anywhere, okay? You got to talk to her. Okay.
Look at her.
Let me call my sister. I don't want you to...
What the fuck is she gonna do? Why do niggas always want to call somebody? Calling Tyrone, calling the police. Why do y'all always want to call somebody? Like, what the fuck is your sister gonna do? You grown. I've never been in the situation where I was getting talked to, pulled over by the police, and thought I need to call my mama. Let me call my big brother. Let me call my sister. Let me call my daddy. And my daddy was the police. I never thought I need to call my daddy right now. Let me call my daddy. Please let me call my daddy. I need to call my daddy. Please let me call him. I need to call my daddy out here. The minute a motherfucker do some shit like that, man, no way. But we think all we got to do is get to yelling and screaming and everything is supposed to stop, and we now have to be sensitive to what the fuck is going on with her because she's... Oh, everybody stop. What's the matter? You okay? You gonna be all right? Are you okay? Makes no damn sense.
I'm not gonna hurt you, okay?
18. Look.
Okay. Stop pulling away.
I don't want you to hurt me.
If you keep pulling away, I gotta put you in handcuffs, though.
Martin's body.
So he tells her, number one, I ain't gonna hurt your ass. Number two, I'm just trying to make sure you're okay. If you are okay, then let's prove it so we can move on. Number three, stop pulling away from me. Because if you keep doing it, I'm going to put you in handcuffs. Telling her flat out what I'm going to do. I understand that you saying I'm here to hurt you. You don't want me to hurt you. Cool. I'm telling you I'm not going to hurt you. The other part is I need to talk to you and you not just walking away. Stop pulling away from me. And if you keep pulling away from me, I'm going to arrest you. So he done told you what he's here to do. He done told your ass what to stop doing. And he done told your ass, if you keep doing this, I'm going to do this. She don't give a fuck about none of that.
The camera falls to the ground, but for more than 2 minutes, the officer is on top of Trigg.
I can't breathe. Please take it off of me.
She was a problem.
How is it that you can't breathe and nobody's on your neck and nobody is on your fucking chest? Not your stomach, your chest. Your lungs are here. In case people don't know. Yo, people talking about, oh, I can't breathe. No, nigga, something's wrong with you. Your motherfucking, yeah. Your lungs are right here. Right, okay? All right. Now let's listen to what this motherfucker said.
Probably afraid that she was about to be arrested or worse. He's expecting a person who is in a crisis to be able to calm down and follow commands. And I don't know how realistic that is.
Lisa Daly is with the Treatment Advocacy Center. She says people with mental health concerns are at higher risk of dying when interacting with police.
What do you think could have been done differently?
You can have first responders that are not police, or that the police are available, but they aren't the primary response. So you might have somebody who's really trained in de-escalate.
How, where, and when does this happen? Who determines this? And what does that person do? What if the person that does go on site for this, and that person has a weapon and starts to go after the psychiatrist or the de-escalation tactical person? What happens then? The person who's there to resolve the crisis. What happens then when that motherfucker gets to stabbing, slicing and dicing, or even worse, start shooting? You don't know what this girl got. You don't know what this person could have. Do you see how unreal? I'm so sick of people that are so fucking unaware of living in fucking real situations. They just living in their fucking glass or their ivory towers, and they don't never have to deal with shit like this to be the ones to decide on how shit should go. Get your ass out there and you come. Put a jersey on. That's all I'm asking you to do. Put a jersey. Let me see a psychiatrist, a psychologist, or a crisis worker. Let me see one of y'all motherfuckers get out y'all car and do this shit that y'all talking about should be done. All of this shit that y'all say the police officers should do, I want to see y'all do this shit in the streets for at least, give me 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 12-hour shifts, 12A to 12P. Ride y'all ass around. And then y'all show us how it should be done. Show us how it's supposed to be done. You got a motherfucker that's been reported of doing some suicidal shit. What am I supposed to do as a police officer? Let the suicidal motherfucker go? Help the suicidal motherfucker commit suicide? Or should I try to at least find out if this motherfucker's really suicidal or not? How can I do that if I can't even talk to this bitch? How can I do that? This bitch talking about she's okay, but she won't talk to me. How am I supposed to proceed with that? This makes no sense. It's like y'all want the police to do every fucking thing that y'all want to do or want them to do, to where the person or the citizen has no responsibility or no accountability. No matter what a citizen does or a citizen says, all that should be okay. Because you don't know, you ain't never walked in her shoes. That's just like if I go into my job and start tearing shit up. Police come, arrest me, and then I show up the next day like ain't shit wrong. Well, look, Brian, you've destroyed over $15,000 worth of equipment in your rent. Y'all don't know what I was going through. Well, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to let you go. Y'all don't know my life. Y'all should have been trying to figure out what was wrong with me. Y'all don't care nothing about me. That's how it's supposed to go? Is that how it works in the world? How about if I show up to your house? How about if I show up to your house and just start fucking your crib up, fucking your car up, and then who you gonna call? Crisis worker? Half of you niggas gonna call the police, and the other half of you niggas gonna get y'all gun and be ready to shoot my black ass. Why? Because it's your shit. But you ain't taking into account I could be going through something. I could be having a bad day. I could be suicidal. Y'all don't know what my mental health is like. Y'all niggas want to excuse any and every fucking person's activity or behavior based on their mental state. That ain't how the fucking world works. You got a problem with some mental shit, your ass need to go see a psychiatrist. Until then, if you out in the public, motherfucker, we got to adhere to the fucking rules of the public. That's it. If I have a fucking psychotic break right now, the police show up, what they gonna do? Evaluate me? So, Brian, what was your childhood like? That shit is insane.
Sheriff's Office says Martin was following protocol, adding that in an effort to prevent the female from running into traffic or sustaining an injury, Deputy Martin executed a control technique taught by the Kaufman County Sheriff's Office. It's called a top mount and is commonly used in jiu-jitsu and allows the deputy to control the lower body without impeding breathing.
So this motherfucker does the best he can to restrain a person, and he did a move that would even look like he's not choking the motherfucker out. That ain't good enough. So now if I would have been giving the bitch some motherfucking foo-flops, then it would have been, he had to hit her like that. If I grabbed the bitch and put her in a motherfucking arm bar or a chokehold, he ain't have to even do it like that. I pinned the bitch down using a fucking tactic that has been approved and has been taught by the law enforcement department, and I'm still wrong? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Just like how y'all always would, like motherfuckers tried to make an excuse for the running bitch, Shikari. Bitch, I don't care if your mama died or if your son got shot. I don't care if you got shot. Smoke your weed if you want to. That's okay. But bitch, you just can't compete. That's it. 1 + 1 = 2, people. We have got to stop complicating shit and understand that everybody's responsible for their actions. You make a choice, then that's what it is. You live by the fallout from that choice. Whatever circumstances come after that, whatever consequences come behind that, that's it. Man, Brian shot that motherfucker 4 times in the chest. Why'd you shoot him? My mama died. What? My mama died, nigga. It was my biological mama at that. But you shot him 4 times in the chest. What that guy? Man, I was in a different place. I smoked some weed and I shot this nigga because he reminded me of my mama. And she was supposed to be dead, so I figured I'd shoot him 4 times in the chest. They be like, man, lock this crazy ass nigga up. Makes no sense. And we make excuses for people like that. That shit with Sha'Carri shouldn't have even been a fucking conversation. The fact that they took the shit away from the damn swimmer who wasn't even competing and getting high, that nigga just had a picture of a ball like, yeah, I'm getting high, motherfuckers. Off season like a motherfucker. Hey, man, nah. Get your champion ass up over here. Hand over that shit, nigga. Oh, we cool with that, though. Ain't nobody stand up for his ass, because that's the white man. Shit is ridiculous.
Nikki Ray is Nakia's mother.
If that is their statement, that would have been a move that he would have needed to do when she was still on the main road attempting to run in front of cars. When he got out of his vehicle and approached my daughter, she was on the sidewalk and about to cross the street, headed home.
When she arrived on scene, she heard her daughter saying she couldn't breathe.
Do you wonder?
Again, let me say this so that when you watching this and you replaying this, you will not take just the parts that you want that I said out of context, and you will actually listen to what I'm saying. If it has been reported that what you are doing, committing a possible crime, or there is some type of mental health issue to where you could either commit suicide, as a police officer, I must investigate. That means whoever's involved will become a part of my investigation. I don't give a fuck if at the time when I show up, if you're giving communion to people on the street. It doesn't fucking matter. There's already been a call about you on 3 different instances potentially trying to kill yourself and potentially killing someone else or harming someone else. That warrants an investigation. Period. You can try to smooth the shit and reshape the shit how you want it, but that gives me my probable cause to conduct an investigation and to detain the person that has been accused of doing this thing. Because if you're mentally unstable, I need to have a conversation with you to determine if that's true or not. And a motherfucker who keeps yelling and screaming hysterically for no fucking reason, I'm going to potentially tend to think that that person's probably having some type of mental breakdown at that point. And that's not someone I should just let walk the fuck off. I mean, I don't know how grown-ass people don't understand that. And even the way that the mama said he saw her walking on the street, so that should have been the end of it. No, bitch, that ain't how this shit works. Like I always say, niggas don't know the law. Niggas don't know shit. And be the first one to talk about how they feel some shit's supposed to go. Why would you let a motherfucker go who seems and appears to be off they shit? And I don't even understand why Mr. NC Fayetteville keeps saying the same shit when I'm saying the same shit. Explain what I was talking about earlier about the officer that had no witness. That doesn't matter in this case because I'm already witnessing a person who is distraught. That's why I want to talk to them. You saying it because I'm saying it, but you're not saying everything I said. If I see somebody walking down the street crying hysterically, is that normal fucking behavior for a human being, people? Y'all tell me. And this is where niggas hate to fucking acknowledge the fucking truth. If I'm walking down the street like, if I'm walking down the street looking like this, that's what I'm walking down the street doing. Now, I see that. That's not normal. But I also have, to support the behavior that I'm witnessing, 3 911 calls, or 3 people being stated to have seen even worse behavior than that in a 911 call. What the fuck am I supposed to do as a police officer with all of that evidence that I have seen and that I've gotten from a fucking 911 call? You can't let that person go. The fuck is wrong with y'all? So if this bitch, here's my point. And this is what niggas won't say shit after this. If I let that bitch go and she goes and throws herself in front of a car, kills the person who's driving the car and the kids that's in that car, and they all died, who the fuck y'all gonna hold accountable? Who's gonna be at fault? No, motherfucker, no. I'm not supposed to observe. You're supposed to observe if she breaks any laws or endanger herself or anyone else. A motherfucker who's hysterical can be a danger to themselves and to others. The fuck is wrong with y'all? And they're supposed to be an educated nigga. Makes no sense. And the only reason why I'm really addressing it is because that's how this bitch mama thinking. She's thinking the same fucking way. He should have just let her go. How? Now, if I pull her over or I'm stopping her and I talk to her, she's like, officer, I'm fine. There's no problem at all. Yeah, well, can you tell me like where you go? Well, I'm actually on my way home. I just left my boyfriend's house. We had an argument and I'm upset. We broke up and I was just feeling upset. Well, they said that you were like putting yourself in harm's way walking down the middle of the street while cars were swerving around you trying not to hit you. No, that's not true. I just walked across the street and there was a car there and that car, I guess maybe didn't see me or I didn't see it and stop, but I'm totally fine. I'm just walking home. I'm upset and I'm having a bad day, having a bad moment, whatever the case may be. That seems like a coherent person who actually can articulate themselves and explain to me what's going on. Now, here's my thing. If your ass can't do that at 18 years old, fine. Shut the fuck up and let the police do their job then. You don't get to just walk the fuck away when you could be a danger to somebody else or your dumb ass self. You don't get to do that. And I don't know what law book you niggas been reading or what laws you niggas think is okay, but you don't let somebody who could potentially be a threat to someone else or harming themselves, you don't let that motherfucker go, because if you do, you could be held liable or responsible. What law did she break? And her mama said exactly what I explained to her. I just explained it to you, so I hope that you fucking understand that shit. Because if you don't, then you're, like I said earlier on in this show, you're an uneducated dumbass. And your opinion doesn't matter and shouldn't be heard.
What would have happened had you not gotten there sooner?
That is one thing that I don't even want to think about.
Why does she need handcuffs?
Trigg was taken to the hospital for a mental health evaluation and released 15 minutes later, according to her mother.
If someone is in mental distress, law...
And I know that's a fucking lie. There's no fucking way, as a mental health patient coming into a mental health facility, that you could be processed in and processed out within 15 minutes. But niggas love to lie and make up shit. Anybody that can tell me, anybody that works in a mental health facility, please tell me if that's at all possible. The police bring somebody to a mental health institution, and in 15 minutes, this person has been checked in, evaluated, and is checked out. Somebody please tell me that that's the fucking truth. I'm not even a mental health professional. I ain't never checked nobody into the crazy house, but I know it takes more than fucking 15 minutes to evaluate somebody. That shit is fucking ridiculous. But niggas will lie to do what? Help the narrative. Fuck telling the truth. Fuck having the facts. I would imagine that shit on a good day. I mean, you walking in at the right time. The psychologist on call is there, ain't got nobody in their office, and it's just a slow night. I would imagine that would take at least 1 to 2 hours. Let me get this motherfucker this quick crazy test. I ain't got shit to do. I'll talk to him and see what happens. But you gonna do that in 15 minutes? All of that. Checked in, evaluated, and checked out in 15 minutes. Man, get the fuck out my face on the internet. Ain't nobody trying to hear that lying ass shit. That's why niggas don't, that's why so many of us don't have no sympathy for niggas. Cause you niggas lie for no fucking reason. And you lie all the goddamn time. Just try the truth and a little bit of logic and reasoning and see how far you can get with that.
Enforcement. People who are trained to respond to criminal activity should not be those who respond to someone who is in mental distress.
Kim T. Cole is the family's attorney and echoes Dave.
And here's my thing. Sounds great. Get a crazy emergency number. And until you do, shut your ass up. Because what you saying is not even fucking possible. Get a crazy number first. You might be able to do that shit in some podunk town where it ain't nothing but 5 motherfucking police calls a fucking night. Try that shit in Chicago. Try that shit in LA. Try that shit in Detroit. Try that shit in Houston. Try that shit in a major city where y'all call the crazy people first. If you think this person's crazy, call 211. Call them. If you think this motherfucker crazy, you think they just wilding out and they just need somebody to talk to, call 211, 211. That's what you do. Other than that, hey, call 911 for all the real shit. Let's see what happens.
Haley's concerns about law enforcement and situations involving mental health.
They do not have the training for it. They're called out when someone has broken the law. This is not the same as a teenage girl who is having an emotional moment.
When Trigg complained that the handcuffs were too tight, Ray could not understand why the deputy handcuffed her daughter in the first place.
Because and I understand why the mama in the moment wouldn't understand that. I do get that. I totally understand why the mama in the moment who just showed up would be like, why the fuck is she in handcuffs? Great question. However, once you see this, and once you ask what the fuck is going on, explains to you why she is. Thank you. Sean Osby says, in 14 years, I have never taken a client to the hospital for a psychological evaluation that was less than 2.5 hours, even on a slow night. There we go. There we go. There go a lying Now who's the lying motherfucker in the room now? That's just what it is. And Lewis the 14th said, attempting suicide is against the law. I guess not in these niggas' minds. I guess I could just like how you see in the movies. Just take the movies for instance. When you see the motherfucker standing on the bridge, when you see the motherfucker on top of the building, who the fuck shows up? Y'all tell me, who the fuck shows up? And even once they do get that person in the movies where you see him talk him off the ledge, when you see the motherfucker get pulled off the ledge, or like in motherfucking, what's the movie, Lethal Weapon, like in Lethal Weapon 1, when they jumped off the building, what happened to the motherfucker after that? The motherfucker gets taken into custody and taken to jail. Or to the fucking mental institution, whatever the fuck happens. They get handcuffed. Plain and simple. That's just it. I don't understand why motherfuckers make this shit so fucking hard and so fucking difficult.
Place. She says she reached to rub her daughter's wrist to calm her down, but police say Ray struck the deputy. The video is not clear as to exactly what happened, but Ray has been charged with assault on a public servant and interference with public duties. Another concern for Ray, she says she got a call from the sheriff's office that Deputy Martin tested positive for COVID.
Oh my God. Not the COVID. Oh God. Oh no. Oh my God. Deputy Martin had COVID. Oh my God. She's gonna die. I'm surprised she ain't dead now. Oh my God. She has COVID now. Oh no. They all got COVID on top of all of this. Oh. Oh God. Y'all pray for them, please. Donate to their fucking not Cash App, to their GoFundMe, because they got COVID.
Was on top of her daughter.
Right.
Exactly.
Has her daughter been tested yet?
Her daughter has been tested. The mother's results came in. They're negative. She's still awaiting her daughter's results. But this is, you know, we cover these stories all the time.
Yes.
And it's, you're thankful that we have the video.
Yes.
So that we can ask those questions. You know, this is under investigation, and the officer.
And why the fuck does Gayle King always have on yellow? Is it just me, or is it weird? She always got on yellow or fucking blue. Like, is she the fucking mascot for CBS? What in the fuck is going on? Jesus Christ. And will somebody please give her a hair makeover? Shit. You Oprah's best friend, and I'm sure you're worth several of millions of dollars. Get your shit together. Jesus Christ. She probably shop in the same spot and get her hair done what Lori Lightfoot does. Her and Lori probably go get done up together.
Was on administrative leave.
I'm thankful. I'm so glad that the girl is alive.
Yep.
But I don't understand why, in hindsight's 2020, why he didn't just walk behind.
She make too much money to look like that. If y'all ever see Oprah Winfrey is a billionaire. And you can clearly see Oprah out of makeup and when Oprah is in full face, two different people. Oprah maxes out her potential glamorous look. She is at the max. And I'm not saying that Gayle King got Oprah money. No. This ain't even 50%. There's still some things that could be done to this motherfucker's face. To this motherfucker's hair. Look at that shit. You make too much goddamn money. CBS has too many resources for you to look like this woman. This is embarrassing. Jesus Christ.
Behind her and just see where
Walk
she's
her home.
going.
Walk
This
her
is
home.
clearly upset.
Walk
She's
her
clearly
home.
upset and afraid.
How can I walk her home and she can't even talk to me? How do I walk someone home who won't even talk to me and is a potential suicide threat? How? I mean, it's like all this shit y'all talking, it sounds great. But the fact that you motherfuckers don't do what the fuck is being done is the job, because y'all ain't never been on the job, y'all motherfuckers got this shit twisted. That's just like me going, well, even though I've had some teaching experience, that's just like me going to some teacher saying, teach better. The fuck I look like? And a teacher asks me, well, if they ask me, have I been in the classroom? I'll say, yes, I have several years of experience in the classroom. But I'm not just going to tell some teachers to teach better. I can map out some shit that can say, hey, well, we can do this better. Teachers can do that better. Because I've been in that environment. Going to nurses and telling a bunch of nurses, y'all need to nurse better. Motherfucker, what the fuck does that mean? The police need to just do better. Shit is ignorant. And here's the other thing. Let me just go ahead and strike down yet another point you're trying to make, NC, because a lot of people will say this too. The fact that the mom got there And number one, you don't impede and you don't interfere with the police investigation. I don't give a fuck who you are. The only person who can interfere with the police investigation is a parent of a minor. You hear that? That means if my kid is 13 being interrogated by the police, I can tell my son or my daughter, shut the fuck up. Let my motherfucking kid go unless my kid has committed a crime. We conducting an investigation trying to ask some questions of what happened. My kid ain't got shit to say. Let him go. Now, you motherfuckers want to talk to us, you talk to me or you talk to our fucking lawyer. Other than that, give me my son. Like the motherfuckers should have did for the motherfucking Central Park 5. But if you don't know the law, that's what the fuck happens. Police don't get to question your motherfucking kid. This girl is 18. She's a fucking adult. That's it and that's all. Plain and simple. Now, your kid, and here's the other part to this. If I'm such a great parent, I tell y'all right now, I can walk up at any given point in time and be in complete control of my kid. If my kid is wilding the fuck out, which she wouldn't, or my little boy, he's just a baby. He a baby. But if my 8-year-old daughter was acting wild as hell somewhere, crying hysterically, and I show the fuck up and tell her to fucking stop and to shut up, that's exactly what she's gonna do. Because I'm her dad and I'm her parent and she knows I don't fucking play and what the fuck I say go. Your parent walking on site, walking on scene should instantly be able to calm your ass the fuck down out of anybody. I got a story that I told. Actually, y'all gonna get to see me tell that story. But I got a story that I told about one night I was getting ready to fight a handicapped dude on the street at like 2 o'clock in the morning, yelling and screaming, ready to get it in. All I'm asking for is for this crippled motherfucker to swing on me. And you know who got me calmed the fuck down instantly? My mama. Came out in her house coat. Yes, it was terrible. Came out and instantly got me in check. And at that time, I was like 17, 18 years old. Instantly. Called my fucking whole name. Brian Edward Redmond. Huh? And I'm telling you, I'm straight nigga suit zipped all the way up with the hood pulled over and drawstrings pulled, ready to just row like a dungeon dragon on a nigga. All I'm waiting for is the initiation of a punch. Or a swing, rather. And my mom instantly got me down from being on 100. Instantly, because she my mama. And I knew she didn't fuck around. Yes, I had the advantage and I would have whooped the shit out of that grown-ass handicapped man. I'd have gave him everything I had. Gave him everything I had. But my point is, your parent, being a good parent, should have control over their child. Period. At any given point in time. And it's only us that let motherfuckers wild out and do all this crazy shit. And them white motherfuckers with their little kids at the grocery stores, letting them do all that stupid shit. Never with my kid. My kid has always been known as, she is such a well-behaved little girl. She is so nice. She is such a great kid. And she's the same fucking way at home. Because she knows better. She don't fuck around. She know I don't fuck around. And that's how she carries herself. The last thing she wants to hear is, I'm going to tell your dad.
This is a perfect example of a case where you need someone who has better training to respond, right? There was never an allegation that she was violent toward herself or anyone else.
And the fact that the mother was trying to de-escalate the situation.
No, the fuck she wasn't. And the fact that you two old grown-ass motherfuckers don't know the fucking law yourselves. It is astounding to me at how many adults don't know the law and love to just talk about what they feel. It's amazing. It's just fucking amazing. This is a prime example of how the police, when the fuck do police get psychiatric training? Somebody tell me. I know I never had it. Anybody else tell me, when in the fuck do the police get psychiatric evaluation training? When the fuck do the police get psychiatric fucking de-escalation tactic training? Somebody tell me that. Somebody tell me, please, when does that training come into play? That's just like saying that the fucking the fucking firemen should have police training. Yeah, when they showed up to that house and they saw that woman getting stabbed, those firemen should have had guns and they should have been able to apprehend that guy. Oh, when those EMTs arrived and saw that that man had gotten shot and saw that the shooters were still there, they should have stepped in and they should have captured those guys. They should have apprehended them. That's exactly what the fuck they're saying. That's exactly what you're saying. Hey, you know what? Those EMTs, they should have arrested the kids that jumped on the other kid. They shouldn't have let them get away. But you never hear that story, do you? Nope, you sure as fuck don't. Because we made it a thing in this country to where we can just blame the police for everything that goes wrong in the whole goddamn world. Anything in society that goes wrong, we'll find a way to put it on the police. But them the first motherfuckers we call at the first sign of anything going left. It's amazing how we just instantly find a way. Yeah, they shouldn't have did that. How about this bitch shouldn't have been walking down the street in the middle of the goddamn street where cars could hit her motherfucking ass? How about she shouldn't have been out on the streets if she was mentally fucking ill or mentally disabled in the first goddamn place? But we blame the police for every goddamn thing that we do fucking wrong as parents, everything that we don't do as adults, and everything that we choose to do because we feel it. We should just find a way to be let go and to let live. And the minute they start fucking up somebody else, then we want to wonder why the police didn't step in. I saw a video yesterday about this old ass story that happened like 4 years ago, where they talked about this motherfucking teenager was in his home. 3 teenagers got out of a 4 teenagers, 1 driver and 3 boys. Young boys. They was ranging the age 16 to 18 years old. They get out this motherfucking car, had a knife and brass knuckles, broke in the house. Kid that lives there, AR-15, defends his home, rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. You know what this motherfucker's grandfather had the nerve to say? Yeah, what they did was bad, but he didn't deserve to die. What? What? He didn't deserve to die? How about motherfucker don't do shit that will get your ass killed and then you won't die? How about that? How about if I don't go break into somebody's house? Because here's how the shit could have played out. Them 3 break in the house, brass knuckles and knives, see the other kid who ain't got no gun, no access to a gun, they beat and stab him to death, and then what happens? That parent is burying his son because 3 assholes decided to break into his house, and then what do we say? These are just some kids. These 3 kids just made a bad decision. They just made a bad choice that day and things got out of hand. They didn't really want to hurt him. They didn't really want to beat that kid with the brass knuckles. But it was just that once they started fighting and they hit him with the brass knuckles, they felt they had to kill him because he could have been told. He would have identified them and they were scared of that. So that's why they stabbed him and killed him and finished him off. That's the kind of world we want to live in. Anytime you got fucking legislators saying if somebody break in your house, you should let them take whatever the fuck they want to take. And if they try to come kill you, you got to go run to the farthest room in your house and hold your ground there and wait till they come in that room to kill you before you can do anything to them. Motherfuckers is trying to make that a law across the fucking country. That bitch that lives in motherfucking Texas is trying to pass that into legislation to say, well, not across the country, but across Texas, tried to make legislation that says if your ass get your house broken into, you gotta let a motherfucker take whatever the fuck they want. And then, even if you see them and they are coming after you, you still gotta run away until you can't run no more. And then that's when you can defend yourself for your life and your shit that you've worked hard for. Till then, you let a motherfucker do whatever the fuck they want to do and hope the police get there in time. How fucking insane is that? And you know the people who like that kind of shit are the people who would never have that happen to them in their community. They have either fucking security guards, they got fucking security details, or they live in gated communities where they know who the fuck come in and who the fuck goes out. That's exactly who likes that kind of law. It'll never affect me, so why not do it? Yeah, I think that is right. Bitch, you don't know nothing about the streets. You don't know nothing about street life. You ain't never had your ass whooped for no reason. You ain't never got swung on and hit in your fucking jaw just because you're there. You ain't never had your motherfucking shit took just because you bought it and it was yours and it was on your head. You ain't never had a motherfucker just come run your pockets because they think you a puss ass nigga and ain't gonna do shit. You ain't never had that happen. And until you do, and until you've lived in that type of world, motherfucker don't have the balls or the audacity to tell a motherfucker what they should and what they shouldn't do and what they can and what they can't have to defend themselves. How dare you?
That shouldn't be her job, but she was very aware of the optics.
Right? There was never an allegation that she was violent toward herself or anyone else.
Yeah. And the fact that the mother was trying to de-escalate the situation, that shouldn't be her job, but she was very aware of the optics. And she got down to the same level as that deputy to say, what's going on with her daughter?
The use of handcuffs is just inexplicable.
I think a lot can be learned here. Thank you, Jerika.
Shit is insane. Fucking sane, man. I just don't understand how we've gotten to this point. Well, I do understand, but I'm ashamed at the fact that we've gotten to this point in society to where this how shit goes. If this is what you like, this is what you think it is, this how you feel, it don't nothing else matter. Don't not another goddamn thing matter, because this is how you feel. This is how I feel this way, and I don't think they should have did this. So the fact they shouldn't did that, that's how I feel. And because of that, the police got to let these people just walk away. Just let them do what they want to do. And if they hurt somebody else, then hey, that's just what happens sometimes. Makes no fucking sense whatsoever. The fact that people are even considering the idea of saying, you know what? I think it should be a thing where somebody can just do what the fuck they want to do to somebody else and we don't do nothing because we never know what they're going through. That's the type of mentality motherfuckers have. That's just the type of mentality people have. Yeah, I should be able to just fuck somebody up because I'm having a bad day. I'm telling you right now, I remember when I was in high school, I'm getting on the bus, getting ready to go home, and a motherfucker got on, well, no, actually that wasn't, let me stop lying. That wasn't me. That was one of my partners, one of my best friends, my boy Mac. He was on the bus, getting ready to come home, coming from Corliss. And this nigga said he's on the bus, and some niggas got on the bus, and a nigga said, hey, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm about to knock somebody the fuck out because my folks just got they ass whooped earlier today, so I'm about to take it out on y'all. That's what a nigga said. And this is back in the fucking 90s, y'all. That's what a nigga said getting on the bus. He said, hey, somebody about to get knocked the fuck out. Y'all niggas fix y'all face because my folks got jumped on this morning and I'm about to take it out on y'all. What the fuck do you do in that situation? See, that's the kind of shit that niggas don't live in. The average motherfucker don't live in that kind of environment. Where a nigga get on a bus, talking about he telling motherfuckers, fix y'all face, Cause my folks just got jumped on this morning on the way to school, and I'm about to take this shit out on y'all. And motherfuckers just supposed to be like, oh, okay, well, we gotta fix our face. Ain't nothing we can do. We gotta fix our shit. That's just how it is. Like, y'all, seriously? This is what happens. A nigga just get they shit pushed in because you had a bad day, and I mean your boy had a bad day, and that's just how it is today. Nigga gonna get their shit, they gonna get their ass whooped because I had a bad day. Thank you, Big Mo. The CTA was dangerous than a motherfucker. I got my ass whooped one day at the CTA, waiting on the motherfucker. I told y'all this story before. I'm standing up on the motherfucking corner on my way home. Fat black kid, ain't bothering nobody. Had on my daddy's DePaul Blue Demons hat. Nigga up on the 103rd and Halsey just walked by, just took my hat off my head. I'm like, nigga, who is you? So I walk up behind him, I yank my hat back, and by the time I put that hat back on my head, it was a nigga hitting me in my jaw like, wow. As my boy Gio would say, rock, hit me right on my shit. I'm like, man, who the fuck just hit me? Because it wasn't the little nigga who just took my hat. And then I saw about 6 other niggas coming to give me some more flip-flops. I'm like, oh, no, it's time to get little. I'm out here by myself. I saw a dude I went to grammar school with, Dennis. This nigga had about 8 niggas standing up over him. They were standing up on the bus bench trying to yank his mother. He had a black satin starter jacket, Black Hawk starter jacket on. They was trying to yank that motherfucking jacket off of him. I'm like, Dennis, run! And that nigga ran across the street, and we running across the street from where PG's used to be on 103rd and Halsted. We running across the street, and thank God the Lord from up above sent my cousin Carla, who was driving, just so happened to be driving, and saw my ass, and I saw her, and we ran. She was right at the gas station. There was an Amoco right there on 103rd. And we ran from Harold's we ran from PG's to Harold's, then from Harold's over to the motherfucking Amoco, and that's where she was. And got in the car. And took me and my well-whooped ass home. And you know what I wanted to do? My brother was like, my daddy was out of town, and my brother was like, what you want to do, man? I said, I want to get the guns, and I want to go kill these niggas. That's what the fuck I wanted to do. Right, Big Mo remember PG? Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Big Mo, you remember PG's? And look, he said I lost my hat. I lost my Michigan and Louis V hat. Thank you. 103rd Halsted, them niggas was terrorists up there, Joe. And if you wasn't one of them niggas, one of them folks up there, nigga, you would have problems. Straight up. Sophomore high school, got my ass whooped and got my hat took. Real talk. I wanted to go back and kill them niggas. But my brother, who was 5 years older than me, a little more calm in the head, was like, nah, man, we can't go do that. Why the fuck not? We got guns. Let's go up there and air that motherfucker out. That's exactly what I said. I want to go back and air that bitch out. I want to kill all them niggas. No reason. I've seen plenty of niggas just fucked with for no goddamn reason whatsoever. And I just put the link in the chat in case somebody want to come on and talk. Hopefully North Carolina will jump his ass on and get me straight. I doubt it, but yeah. Here's your chance, nigga. Hit the link. But I'm just getting to the point of just saying we have got to realize that, man, this shit is not is not something that we should all take lightly. We all have jobs to do, and motherfucker, in a job like this, motherfuckers' lives are on the line. Plain and simple. Motherfuckers' lives are on the fucking line. One way or the other. Exactly. Here it is. That's my point. Y'all are not listening anyways. Nigga, your punk ass been talking this whole goddamn time throughout the fucking chat ever since you got in here. Now you have the opportunity to actually articulate yourself and speak, and what do? That's why I do what I do. That's why I do my show the way I do it. Just exactly why. Because the point is that you can't articulate yourself. All you doing is just literally talking shit. Uninformed of the law, unaware of how the law works, and unaware of how police procedure works. I get it. But you should not be the main person talking about how the police should be when you ain't the police and you ain't been the police.
Y'all can't fuck with the police. Y'all can't fuck with the police. Y'all can't fuck with the police.
He said, dude, are you serious? You chirped the whole show. I'm just saying that it's like this, man. It's just that thing to just say. This is why and just to say this, I got you. Here's the thing. This is why I tell. Let me just give this off of this advice to content creators across the world here and far, near and far. Know what it is that you want to talk about. Know what it is that you want to say. Articulate your points. And then if there's an opportunity to discuss, then go ahead. Because most niggas cannot articulate themselves because they don't know the art of conversation. Conversation is an art. Being able to make your point, being able to argue a point, and being able to speak from a certain perspective. There's an art to that. There's an art to that. And a lot of people, especially a lot of us, we don't know how to do that because there's so many of us that are women raised, and women raised men are the worst at having conversations because they don't have any clue as to how to speak. So you're saying no disrespect referring to me. It's my show. And what the fuck does that mean? Chirped. I don't understand. Contemporary domain X. No disrespect, man. I understand what you're trying to say, but what do you mean by chirping? Do you understand what y'all understood what just as soon as I said it, here's someone else proving it. I ain't not even talking about the main person that I was talking to. Someone else is just proving the point that I just made. We don't know how to speak and articulate ourselves and then get mad when someone actually questions it and asks for clarification. What the fuck does chirped mean? No answer. Why not even say, well, I'm going to click the link and explain to him. Hey, man, you've been chirping the whole show. So I didn't say chirp. What does that mean? Only chirp I know about is the chirp they got on the motherfucking Sprint phones. Beep, beep. Where you at? Beep, beep. Hey, what's up? That's the only chirping that I know of aside from a fucking bird. But that's what we will say. That's what we will say. And I don't understand why when you have an opportunity to actually explain yourself using words, even if you're typing them, because it's a lot easier to speak, but even when you're typing, why won't you do that as opposed to just saying hot phrases that people hear every day, the catchphrases, or saying shit that you can't explain yourself? He says, okay, I got you. He's saying that NC made comments throughout the show. Okay, and that means that's what chirping means? Is that what you're saying? You see how I gotta like interpret this shit for everybody? Let me just make sure I caught everything he said. Yeah. He didn't say anything else about the chirping part. Right. So is that what you're saying? That I'm saying that NC made comments throughout the show. Is that what you're saying when you say chirping? Just let me know if that's what. Yes, that's what I meant by chirping. Okay, here's what I'm saying to you, brother. When you're saying something, especially when you're speaking to someone and you're not in like direct like conversation, it's not wise to use words that are not known or phrases that are not well known. That's just like and I'm gonna give you an example. It's just like if I say, hey y'all, I want to play a game after the show. Anybody want to play the game? And I say this, what they hitting for? Now, me saying that I want to play a game and then me saying what they hitting for, I guarantee you there's at least somebody in this motherfucking comment section that don't know what that means. And I'm going to prove it by saying, when I say what they hitting for, anybody who doesn't know what that means, just put a fucking number in the chat. Put a 1 up, a 2, a 3, or whatever if you don't know what they hitting for means. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. So my point is, there's 4, and it's going to keep rolling. You know why? Because there are some people who have no clue what that is. And even though what I'm saying, I understand it, I should not speak in a way when I'm speaking to a group of people or to people I don't know. I should not speak to them and use words or phrases that I cannot instantly define or that I know are not globally known. Hey, shout out to SA. She just became a platform supporter. You are on a new level.
I'm on a new level. I'm on it. I'm on a new level. I'm on it. I'm on a new level. I'm on it. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level.
That gets me so amped up. And I knew somebody was going to tell me they know what it means. Custom Apparel and Kicks, LLC. He knows what that means. That means I want to shoot dice. And there are a few more that knows what that means. I know Big Mo know what that means because we go all the way back to high school. I see you, NC. We go all the way back to high school. So I know that he knows what that means. So it's like, that's why, even though I said something and there are some people who will know what that is, it's my job to speak plain so that everyone knows. That's all I'm saying. We use slang. That's what I'm saying. We all do use slang. And so like what contemporary domain, I'm gonna really address this because I like the fact that he's saying this. Yes, contemporary, we all do use slang and we're speaking and we do speak informally. However, when we're speaking on a platform like this, and there are other people here where you don't even know a tenth of the people that are in it, you shouldn't speak that way. So because I'm telling you right now, the way that I speak now is how I speak. But when I'm around my friends, when I'm around the homies, the bros, the broskies, I speak even in shorter phrases, in different terms. I use different words because I know they know what it means. And those who don't, I'm not going to put them at a disadvantage because they don't know what I'm talking about. So it could be trash talking, but if you're going to do that, then you could even put the definition of that in there when you do type it so that you're teaching people what you're meaning. That's all. That's it and that's all. So that's all I was trying to say. So I understand what you're saying, but I'm just explaining to you as far as the art of conversation goes and how we should articulate ourselves. We have to take that into consideration. Know your audience. That's essentially what I'm saying. We at the barbershop and we talking. That's totally different as to when you are actually articulating yourself live on the internet in a room full of people that you don't know. That's all. That's the only thing that I'm trying to get to you as to say how you should consider that part when you're speaking, so that you're not misinterpreted and people don't think, something about what you're trying to say when you could be, you know what I'm saying, articulating a point that could be heard so that people can dispute it or whatever. Go ahead, NC Fayetteville. Please explain to me what your point is, sir.
I want to know at what point did it become necessary to cuff her?
You said to what? I didn't hear you.
Cuff her, put her in handcuffs.
Oh, to put her in handcuffs. So, because of the 911 call and because of the behavior that this citizen was displaying at that moment, a investigation had to be conducted to find out if this person was actually committing a crime or even safe enough to let go. Because I've been called to the scene as a police officer, I must conduct an investigation as to what my findings are in that moment, which is why it is necessary to ask questions. Because of the level of the severity of it being possible suicide or possibly harming herself or someone else, because of what she was reportedly already doing, that's why I must conduct an investigation and ask those questions. Once I'm conducting an investigation, you are not allowed to leave because I am in the position of authority. I am in a position of power over you in authority in that moment when I am conducting an investigation. And if I'm detaining you and tell you that you cannot leave, then you cannot leave, period. The fact that she tried to continue to leave and was pulling away from the officer, once he explained to her, if you keep doing that because you can't leave, I'm going to put you in handcuffs. She kept doing it. That's why he put her in handcuffs. Does that answer your question?
She had broken the laws at that point.
You don't, and the fact that you have broken or have not.
I mean, he
broken
didn't see her do anything at all.
The fact that you have broken or have not broken any laws in the moment that I'm witnessing or seeing what's going on or investigating, the fact that I'm conducting an investigation gives me the authority to detain you. I don't have to wait until you break the law before I can put you in handcuffs.
And what was he looking for?
Yeah, if I'm conducting an investigation and you are hindering that investigation by trying to leave, then I can absolutely put handcuffs on you to detain you. Not take you to jail, but to detain you, yes.
So what was he looking for?
He was investigating a person who he's had 3 calls about potentially committing suicide, which could potentially be that person harming themselves or potentially harming someone else, which is illegal. I don't get to harm other people and I don't get to harm myself. So if someone reports that, then it is my job as the police officer.
What were you
to
talking
respond.
about earlier when you said, okay, when the police get there and they hadn't seen this or they hadn't seen that, then this person can agree this or that.
What do you say that last part again?
I mean, you just said that earlier.
What I said earlier, if I say that again, because I think I know what you're talking about. I just want to be sure.
Yeah, I want you to explain, like, okay, let's say people get a Karen call.
Right. So like when I was talking earlier about the 2 girls that were
and then
in.
Police can.
So like when I was talking earlier about the 2 girls that were in Applebee's.
Go ahead.
And because they didn't know the law, that they could have just up and left that right. They could have just up and left that restaurant as opposed to that girl sitting there crying and acting hysterical because she didn't know the law. She didn't know what she could and could not do. And because the police are there, just because the police show the fuck up, that don't mean that your ass is about to go to jail. And in some instances, it don't even mean that you have to talk to them. There was no crime committed. And what that lady said over the phone when she called the police and said she think that these people have dined and dashed, she said think. That ain't got shit to do with me. If somebody says, listen, just let me finish. If this person thinks that I've committed a crime, and when the police get there, there is no crime committed, there is no evidence of a crime, then therefore the police are just there to talk. Now they can ask as many questions as they want to. And that's why I tell people, you can ask the police, am I being detained? And if that police says, well, no, I just want to talk to you, I don't have to talk to you and I want to leave. That's exactly if she was cool, calm, and collected and not being hysterical, which would be indicating that she potentially could be mentally unstable. And not being able to even speak, not being able to conduct yourself and behave in a normal manner or somewhat normal manner, that could be a clear indicator to someone being mentally unstable. So that's why she couldn't just say, I'm leaving.
So if she had told him that she wanted to leave, you think he would have just let her go?
If she would have stopped crying and explained, like I said earlier, if she would have stopped crying and said, well, officer, I'm okay. Somebody may have called, but I have no clue as to what they would call for. I just left my boyfriend's house. I'm upset, or whatever reason she's crying. I'm crying because I just found out my grandmama died and I was just on my way home. That's it. I've explained to this officer why I was crying, what I've done, and at the moment, I seem to be pretty much in control of my faculties. Well, someone says that you were walking in front of cars and trying to kill. No, sir, I was not doing that. I definitely don't want to kill myself. I don't know why someone would say that. I crossed the street a couple of blocks ago, and there was a car that was coming, and I could have been close to, being hit or something like that, but I'm not trying to kill myself. I may have jaywalked or something, but I am not trying to kill myself, officer. Trust and believe. I love my life, and I'm upset right now, and I'm just walking home. Doesn't that sound like a person who actually has some sense?
At the point he put the cuffs on her, what was it going to prevent?
He was telling her, I'm talking to you, and I need you to answer some questions, and you can't leave. And then he put his hand on her and said, stop pulling away from me, because if you continue to do so, I'm going to handcuff you. That's when she broke the law. That's why she wound up in cuffs.
She had every right not to talk to him if she didn't want to.
Yes, she does. He's conducting an investigation because there has already been evidence of a potential crime being committed.
And the only reason that he's cuffing her is for not talking to him.
No, because she's impeding his investigation. It's not because you ain't talking to me, and that's against the law. That's not it. She could have said, okay, well, I don't have anything to say to you, officer, and I'm going to stand right here. And there's no reason for cuffs. And that officer would have eventually gotten to a stalemate, and they would have either had to call a supervisor or call some mental health facility or anything else. But if she obeyed his command, then yes, there would be no reason to put her in cuffs. But she was so hysterical, she was so irate that she could not control herself. And if you're out of control, that means you could potentially be a danger to someone or yourself. She what? I didn't hear that last part. What'd you say?
She has a constitutional right not to talk to him if she don't want to.
Show me that. Show me that in the Constitution where I can potentially be committing a crime.
Amendment.
It's called what?
The Fifth Amendment.
It's called what?
Could you recite the Miranda rights?
You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Do you understand these rights that I've just read to you?
Exactly. She didn't have to talk to him.
Yeah, but she don't get to leave. That's what I don't understand why you just want to leave that part out.
And if she had just
when I'm conducting an investigation, that's just like, look, it's just like as if I was if somebody walked up and said, hey, this person right here is bleeding and you have blood coming from your knuckles. I already have some type of evidence that shows that you have been a part of a potential crime. Now you could have just been defending yourself, or you could have been the aggressor saying, I'm about to whoop some ass today. The point is, you don't have to say shit.
She had no blood on her
but
knuckles.
You don't have to say, stop. You don't have to say a word. But the fact that you have evidence of potentially being involved in a crime, I then have the authority to investigate. Not take you to jail, but to investigate.
What is the evidence?
The evidence was that she was crying hysterically and had 3 911 calls describing her behavior. That's the evidence. Why do you just dismiss that? Can you explain that to me?
Because it's hearsay.
Because it's what? You said because it's what? It's hearsay. How is that hearsay when I have 3 calls? So they just made this up of the evidence of me actually being there. That's the reason why I showed up. I showed up because 3 people made calls about somebody walking in the middle of the street yelling, I want to get hit. Kill me. So I potentially have a person who's trying to commit suicide. I get there. that person that's already been accused of potentially committing a crime is now crying hysterically and will not talk to me because she is so hysterical. She then begins to say, "You're going to hurt me. You're going to hurt me. I don't want you to hurt me." Who does that? That is a person that exhibits normal behavior.
Being hysterical is not a crime.
That is not what I asked you. Who does that? And that's exhibit as normal behavior.
Somebody that's upset.
Okay, so that means that that person that's potentially
Somebody
upset,
that don't want to be
are they
detained.
in control? Did that person seem to be in control of their faculties and their emotions at that time?
Brian, if you are open carrying your weapons,
did you just not hear that question I just
you have
asked
the
you?
potential to do harm.
Did you just not hear that question I just asked you? Because I can repeat it if you didn't hear me. But you're not going to
I
sidestep
heard
it.
it. Repeat it. Go ahead.
Okay. When he approached her, the behavior that she was exhibiting at that point, where she was crying hysterically and was saying that she didn't want him to hurt her. Who does that on a normal behavior, as normal behavior when interacting with the police?
Somebody that don't want to be detained.
And does that person get to decide if they get to be detained or not? No. I'll help you with that one.
She broke no laws.
She's a part of an investigation.
She have a right not to answer any questions.
She's a part of an investigation.
What is the investigation if she's not answering any questions?
If she's refusing to participate in the investigation, but she's a part of an investigation nonetheless. Have you ever heard of somebody being detained by the police, actually taken into custody for 24 hours? Have you ever heard that before?
I have.
Okay. Do you realize that they get to do that because there is some type of evidence that indicates that this person could have potentially been a part of or committed a crime? They get to detain you for 24 hours. After 24 hours, if they ain't gonna charge you, if they don't have anything to charge you with, they gotta let you go. But they can hold your ass for 24 hours. Have you ever heard of that? Yes. Okay. I'll take your silence as yes. Since you don't want, since I'm steady knocking these shits out the park, I'm telling you, get to do that. You ain't committed no crime. You ain't did nothing. You don't want to talk to the police. I can take your ass to the tank and let your ass sit there. I can let you stop. I can let you sit there for up to 24 hours. So you can sit there and say, I ain't talking to nobody. But if I got blood on the hands and everything else, I can say, hey, well, motherfucker, we gonna hold your ass here until we question you. We gonna get something. And if I don't have any substantial evidence to actually charge you, I gotta let you go. So you saying she wasn't committing no crime? She didn't commit no crime.
You're basically
she didn't
telling
commit
me
no
that
crime.
the police can just drive beside anybody that's in the street and just take them downtown for 24 hours.
Did I say that? Or did I say if you have some evidence of being a part of an investigation?
That's what you're describing.
Nope. I just said what I said. If you have been a part or are a part of an investigation because with reasonable doubt of, a reasonable suspicion of you committing a crime, I get to detain you. I have reasonable suspicion. Why did you detain this person? Well, he had on a bloody shirt. He was 2 blocks away from the person who just got bludgeoned to death, sir. Oh, okay, makes sense. It's like, how do you not know this? And the only reason why I'm even entertaining this
shirt.
Because of what?
She didn't swing on the officer?
She didn't swing on the officer. What does that mean?
There was no blood on her shirt?
There was no blood on her shirt. What does that have to do with what I'm explaining to you in the example I'm giving?
Everything that you just described as the bloody shirt or whatever.
I didn't say that she did. I'm saying that the crime that was already, the suspicion of the crime that was already being committed were the 3 calls of the people describing her trying to kill herself. When I get there, I see that she is not being a mentally stable person. She is not exhibiting normal behavior. So therefore, not locking her up yet, I'm going to question her. Why do you find it so hard to make that something that's to understand when it's a part of the law? I can legally do it as a police officer.
Brian, I guarantee you, if you take one of your rifles and start walking in through a neighborhood, somebody's going to call the police on you.
Yes, and they will stop me, and I will not be saying, I don't know why y'all stopping me. What y'all doing? I just want to walk with my shotgun. Leave me alone. I'm walking with my shotgun. That's all I want to do. Y'all bother me. Don't y'all hurt me. Don't y'all hurt me. Please leave me alone. I just want to walk with my shotgun. I'm legal, and it's painful by me. Can't y'all leave me alone? Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
What if they cuff you?
Do you think they're gonna let me walk like that? Do you think they're gonna let me walk like that?
You have a right to.
No, I don't. No, the fuck I don't. No, the fuck I don't. I do not get to walk the streets with a gun exhibiting crazy behavior. I don't get to do that. No, that's not how it goes.
Have you seen the scenario with the white guy walking through the streets with an AR?
Was he yelling and screaming, talking about leave me alone?
With a black guy doing it.
Was he yelling and screaming, saying leave me alone, you're gonna hurt me?
The black guy did not do that either.
No. I asked a question, yes or no. Was the person walking with the AR, because I've seen plenty of videos of people walking with AR-15s where I've even said, and I've done videos where I critiqued it and said the police didn't know the fucking law. When you see these people walking down the street with an AR-15 on their back and they are just walking, you can't fucking stop them for shit. You can ask them questions if they want to, but you cannot detain them. They have not committed a crime.
They did not stop the white guy.
Listen to what I'm saying.
They pointed guns at him.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. They were wrong if they did that. If this person has not committed a crime, then they are wrong if they did that. So what you're saying, I'm agreeing with you.
And that's my point. They are wrong a lot of times.
No, I never said that they weren't. You've seen there's plenty of videos I've done when I said the police were wrong. So what are you talking about? What is the point that you're making as it relates to this lady?
I'm talking about the way they engage people to start with.
What do you mean the way they engage people? Okay, what about the 10 million times that they engage people the right way? What's your point?
I applaud them.
Okay, so then you just disagree with how they engaged this lady?
I disagree with that point, yeah.
With the way they engaged them? Okay, well, that's your right. I understand that. No problem. Thanks for the call. Okay, Ray, go ahead, man. What's your, Okay, hold on. Stop, Ray. First thing I need you to do. Hold on,
I just
Ray.
think most of the time people don't understand like probable cause, reasonable suspicion, and how everything goes with that.
Yes.
Because they did have the right to stop her. They had the right to talk to her.
Exactly.
Everything was cool. Just when she acted unreasonable, that's what they want. So it's a good act.
I don't see where this officer did anything wrong. And the fact that that mom did that shit that she did. Yeah, I hear you. The fact that that mom did what she did, I don't understand that either. Why do you think you get to interfere when the police is taking someone into custody? I understand that's your child, but your child is a grown woman, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. She's grown and she's an adult and she was being taken into custody. Why you couldn't just sit there and just say, I'm going to come down there and get you, baby girl. I'm going to get you out. And don't worry about it. You felt as though you gonna impede in that arrest? No way. It don't happen like that. And if you go and put a finger on the officer, that's your ass. Just like when People Hernandez touched Shaft. When he told Shaft, hey, you there it is. You going downtown, buddy. You're going to jail now. That's what happens. You cannot touch a law enforcement officer. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. That's just what it is. But it is what it is, man. But I don't understand, like you said earlier, how people don't understand the law and don't even try to understand the law. Y'all so busy trying to tell the police what they should and shouldn't do. And like he said, how I feel the police engaged her. Well, if you ain't gone,
learn the rules of the game before you play it.
If you ain't putting no jersey on and getting on the field, What are you really doing? You just sitting on the sidelines bitching and moaning. That's all. That's all you're doing. You're just bitching and moaning about what the game. Talking about you're the fan in the stands talking about the refs cheating because your team is losing, but you ain't playing the game, you ain't on the field, and you ain't even trying to be a referee. And you don't know the rules. I used to hate that when we coached Little League Baseball. Coaching Little League Baseball, and you got parents that don't know the rules. Cause a kid get up and there's a play that takes place, and y'all don't understand the rules and how the game goes. You think somebody cheating instantly, but you won't say, "Let me get a rule book." You won't say, "Hey, show me that in the rules. I never knew that." You won't say, "Can you explain to me how that rule goes?" You won't say that. You just say they cheating. I don't like the way that these players are engaging in the game of baseball. I think it's unfair. Learn the rules. Go ahead with the last word.
But this media programming is what really messing everything up. They putting in everybody's heads that everything is wrong without saying the actual rules was actually going wrong. Now all these hurt feelings going towards the cops and people acting wrong before they even get to the actual action.
Right. I get it, man. And
they're not going to just do the right thing.
Yeah, you're right. And thanks for the call, man. I would say this. When you look at exactly what's going on with the media is going to do what the media does. It benefits them. It benefits the media to actually drive ratings, to steer narratives, for whatever case it may be, financial, political, or both. It's just like with music. It's going to be put out there no matter what. It's about what we choose to engage in. Engaging in the police, engaging with the media, watching CNN, watching Fox, watching MSNBC, watching whatever it is, whether you feel that they far left, far right, whether you feel that they Trump supporters or not, whatever the case may be. How about you just take what you're seeing and look at the facts? Look at the law. And then make your own decision. Point is, you're doing your own investigation. You're doing your own research. Therefore, you're thinking for yourself. That's it. That's it, and that's all. Why not make it to where it's about that, as opposed to you just doing what the hell you want to do and saying what the hell you feel just so you can say, "Hey, here's how I feel." Okay, that's a great feeling. You may not like it, but that don't mean that it's not right. And if you feel that something's not right morally, that don't mean shit legally. And that's where the action should be. You want, like I said myself, I said, man, if there was a law that says you can't, that the police can't shoot people in the back, people would stop getting shot in the back. And those people that still do, they would be bound by the law. That's just it. So it's like when you have those things that occur, when you have those things that happen in the world that you don't like, know the law first. Your opinion is just that. Just like I have my opinion. However, I like to support my opinion with these little pretty things called facts. That's what I like to do. I don't just want to make up some shit. I like to base my opinion and my stance on shit. I like to support it with facts. Now, if you don't want to support it with facts, if you don't like the way people bring up facts and all that shit, then that's a whole nother ball game. I can't deal with that. I can only talk about facts, the fact that what I'm saying is supported by facts, and that I'm telling the truth. Anything other than that, I feel is bullshit. You can have your opinion and tell me how you feel. That's fine. But when you try to tell me that how you feel makes somebody else wrong, I really can't go with that. I'm just not. I'm just not going to do it. So it is what it is, man. We have to get to a point to where we know the law and we know what it is that we're doing and why we're doing it. So when we do speak up and when we do speak out, it's coming from a place of intelligence as opposed to just how I feel. As opposed to this what they shouldn't do. Well, what if they did this? Because when you don't have all of the facts, when you don't know the law, when you don't have all of the information, you make an uninformed decision. Plain and simple. That's just like there's a video that I'm waiting to do about this girl that got killed in Dalton. And it seemed odd to me that, you know, she drove off in she was being detained and was being told to step out of the vehicle. It was on a traffic stop because she was wilding out. And it's like she drove off and the police shot the motherfucking car up, killed her. I get it, but why did they release an edited version of the footage? So it's like, I'm not going to do that video and just talk about it. I want to see the full release version. I want to see the full unedited version of the police tape. I'm not going to just talk on some shit that I know has been edited. No. Because even though I can just tell you what I'm seeing, that's not the whole story. That's all it is. So it's like, I don't understand why people don't want to acknowledge the law and acknowledge facts, but want to steady complain about what they feel is right and wrong. Shout out to Brandy for hitting your boy with $20. Thank you so much. She said, pure entertainment. Love your show. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And my man Illa Dre, I appreciate you too, brother. Thank you so much. Hit your boy with $4. But that's just what it is. And Fayetteville, hey, shout out to let me see who that is. Who that is? Who that is? Somebody else hit me with a donation. Oh yeah, shout out to Charmaine, hit me up with $20. Thank you so much. She says cash for oil to keep the machine running. I've been trying to reach you. I've sent several emails to get you to get on with the. Do I have the wrong? You gotta have the wrong email, Charmaine. TheRelationshipRehab@gmail.com. Email me. But NC Fayetteville, if you want to talk about Kyle Rittenhouse, you got to hit that cash out, pimp, because now I'm starting to think that you just trolling. Well, I know you's kind of troll, but you was a troll that was worth being debunked because you helped prove my point. So that's fine, because the whole thing with Kyle Rittenhouse is that I don't know what your beef is with him or what the problem is, but I don't know what it is that you're obviously leaving out and not actually acknowledging, but whatever. But yeah, if you want to talk about that one, bro, you got to hit that cash out, pimp. Time is money and money is time. Shout out to Kenyatta Minifield. Hit your boy with $20 as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's what's up. Thank y'all so much, man. I appreciate them young donations that help keep the show going. Yes, indeed. But yeah, that's my only thing with that, man. I would just say that, you know, this young girl, I believe that the problem is, number one, she obviously don't have no real parenting in her life, because there's no way that a kid should act like that with their parents being there on site, and for her to be 18 years old and not know how to actually listen to the police. If you ain't broke no laws, if you ain't committed no crimes, why can't you just have a conversation with the police, or know the law and know how to conduct yourself with the police and know when you can walk away? That's it. We have so much happen to us, and we have so much unnecessary things that we put ourselves through because we're ignorant of the law. And we are notorious for it. We don't know, and because we don't know, we make wrong decisions. And until we get ourselves in a position to where we do know what's going on and we do know the law, then we can actually conduct ourselves accordingly, and shit will work out in our favor. just like them two brothers at Starbucks. Them two brothers at Starbucks could have been yelling and screaming and got their ass locked up just the same, or they could have explained themselves, explained why they were there, and then after the police insisted on locking their ass up and making them leave, or making them leave, and they like, no, and got their ass locked up, they got an apology from the police department, and they got a fat ass check from Starbucks. They shut Starbucks down for an entire day so that Starbucks could train all of their fucking employees. That's what knowing the law gets you. That's what conducting yourself with some kind of fucking dignity and some fucking just being level-headed, not wilding out. That's what it gets you. An apology from the fucking chief of police and those police officers, and a fucking fat ass check. Because you did everything right. That's it. That's it, and that's all. All right, enough, Fayetteville. You ain't hit the Cash App, so stop talking about the shit. It's over. But when you're talking about knowing the law and knowing how to conduct yourself, knowing how to talk to the police, shit will work out for you. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. And that's exactly how all of us should be thinking. If you want to change the law, get in legislation, go see your congressman, go see your mayor, go see your political, all of your political people, and get the law changed. Until then, know the law and know how to carry yourself when dealing with law enforcement. Period. That's all I can say. That's the best advice I can give to anybody. You gonna let your kids be out in the streets? Make sure that they know the law. You gonna let your kid walk around the neighborhood by themselves and go out there and go to the store by themselves, drive their car by themselves? You gonna let your kids do that? The minute you start letting your kids go out in the world, your kids need to be aware of how to conduct themselves and to carry themselves and protect themselves in the world. And that's your parents' responsibility. Mother and father. That's exactly how you need to make sure that things will get done right by your kid, is to make sure that your kid knows how to conduct themselves. But most of the time, the parents don't know how to do it. That's why the mama got her ass locked up. That's it. Yeah, I forget. All right, y'all. I want to say thank you to everybody that donated. I want to say thank you to everybody that you gotta remind me and put that in there. Well, ain't nobody gonna connect it now anyway, but you gotta put that in there when you do that. So I remember. I'm terrible at remembering that kind of stuff. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate everybody that came in and tuned in for tonight. Thank you all for clicking that like button, clicking that subscribe button if this is your first time. Please, if you can leave a coherent and a well-articulated point in the comment section, by all means do so. And if you want to come on the show to have an actual discussion about anything that I've said, anything that I've talked about, anything that you may disagree with, please just email me. Let me know. We can set it up and get it cracking. Other than that, whatever it is you're going to do, troll or whatever, just do it somewhere else. I'm a small YouTuber with a little bitty, I'm an old YouTuber with a little small channel, but I do work hard for my content. That's it. I want to thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have done. Thank you guys. I've had a great show, great time tonight. I appreciate you all. Y'all have an amazing night. Peace, and I'm out.
What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab. And I need you to do two things. What are those two things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff. Anything that's happening, I'm willing to have a conversation about it. So come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.